Okay, how to rotate tires on a Chevy Equinox 2008. What you need is a spare tire. There's a couple different methods, but this is how I'm going to do it. I mean, you could use 4 jack stands, but what I'm going to do is take off the front right tire, and you do the front tires go straight back, and then the back tires crisscross to the front. That's how you rotate that. But got the hydraulic jack, and there's the jack stands, and there's a specific point down here where you jack it up. And in case I can't get the lug nuts off, I got some penetrating oil, some PB Blaster, and there's my 4-way and my spare tire, because when I take this off I'm gonna put the spare tire on there. So let's get to it. Let's do it. Okay, as you can see on this vehicle, there is specific jack point right there, and there's one in the back. Here is the one in the back. As you can see, the arrow right there, little triangle. There's the back tire. So there's specific jack points. So I'm gonna jack it up. I'm gonna loosen the tire. Okay, block the back tire, and then set the parking brake. It's pulled up a little bit. On this model, you might have to move the cup holder inward. Okay, 19mm. Use the 19mm end, and then do a star pattern. So I did that one. I loosened this one up, loosen that one, and we'll do this one next. So they're tight. It's 100 foot-pounds or inch-pounds. Okay, now that these are all loose, I'm gonna start jacking it up. Now make sure it doesn't move around, so your vehicle goes straight off the ground and it's level. Okay, as you can see, I had to take it all down and put a concrete block underneath because the jack wasn't tall enough to reach it. So now I have the tire off the ground. I got the 2 jack stands underneath right there, and I'm ready to pull the tire. Okay, so I want to loosen these all the way. Loosen all those off, and then pull my tire out and put it off to the side. Actually, I'm going to put it to the back left. I meant back right, because the front goes straight back when you rotate them, and then the back crisscross to the front. So there we go. Okay, this is a good time to wire brush off the threads to clean them up. So clean your threads up, and also it's a good time to check your brake disc. Check how worn it is. So as you can see, it's pretty good. Oop. It's just right in there. So that's good. And check your disc, make sure it's not warped. And just look around overall, make sure things aren't moving, rocking. So now you're going to want to put the spare tire on there. Get your spare tire ready. This one was in the back trunk, so I'm going to put that on. Okay, line the holes up and get your dummy tire on here. I actually put my foot down right here near the bottom so I keep it level and straight as I put on these cool things. There's some grease on, there's some kind of lubricant on there. I guess it keeps the threads from rusting, which is great. So I just want to get this on here hand tight, and I want to use the tool, the 4-way, to tighten it down a little bit, and I'm going to lower the vehicle, and then I'm going to take the back right tire off to put on the tire that was here. Okay, for my method, the jack stands are just for safety. I put on underneath just for safety, but I really don't need them for this operation because I'm just going to be moving this concrete block and the jack I'm gonna move it to the back now. So you can do it however you want, but this is how I'm gonna do it. So I gotta do this 4 times. And with this, you just turn a little valve. There we go. And we'll move that to the... Okay, same procedure on the back. I got the jack down there ready, and then I loosened up the lug nuts, and now I'm going to jack it all the way up. I'm going to take the lug nuts off, take the tire off. So the way I'm doing it, I'm going to have to move that jack around 5 times. Okay, the front right tire has went to the back. Crisscrosses the back right, crisscrosses to the front left. So I'm going to take that one off, put that on, and then take that tire and swap it with the back left, and that should be that. So this method is it's the long method, because you have to move the jack around and jack it up a bunch of times. But if it's what you got, it's what you got. Or you can have 4 jack stands, jack it up in all 4 corners, put on the jacks, and then do everything. But this is how I'm doing it. So I'm going to do that. Take the tire that's came off there and put it and swap it with the donut tire. Put the donut away, put everything away, and that'll be that. I moved a little bench over here, so I'm gonna have to move it closer so I can easily access the... Now, continually jacking up vehicles is not good for all your suspension parts, because it puts them all in a bind, and that's not good. So you really want to take it to a shop and get it all lifted up together. But if you're going to do it yourself, you know, and you don't have much money, you got to do things, you know. You got to survive. You got to survive, man! So grab onto your tire and pull it out of there. Oh my. My. And then you run into that tire that doesn't want to come off. So I had to kick the top of it. There's a freaking tire pressure sensor behind that, so I don't really want to mess with that, but I had to kick it sometimes. And that little seal right back here, it's coming loose. There we go. You can see it trying to come off now. There we go. Oh, finally. I'm gonna spray some PB Blaster in there, but my PB Blaster is, it's not working. Dang it. Oh man. That sucks. Yeah, there's a crust builds up around here, so you clean that off. I'm just gonna clean all this crust. That's what's making it stick to the, have the tire stick on there. It's not cool at all. Clean that off. Man. And last but not least, we're going to take the front right dummy tire off and put on the back left tire on it. So it went front tire is the back, and then back crisscrossed. Thanks a lot, and just thanks a lot. Thumbs up. Okay, make sure you torque all your lug nuts to 100. And you can figure out if you have a torque wrench whether it's inch pounds or foot pounds. I would say they're probably foot pounds, but get it all torqued up, and that's how you do it. That's how you rotate all 4 tires on your vehicle with one jack stand. With one jack and pretty much no jack stands. I use a couple jack stands just in case, you know, safety reasons, but you know, wear eye protection. Use your torque wrench, use gloves, common sense, do it on level ground, and it's about ready to rain. Don't do it in bad weather, if you want to, but you don't want to get wet metal parts down there. You don't want to get metal parts wet. And use your wire brush if you want. I was going to, but there was a bunch of anti-seize and thread compound already on there, so the only real hassle I had on this rotating was one of the pinch welds down there was bending, probably because of my crappy jack. But anyway, and another one was the front left tire was stuck on the hub, so I had to kick it a bunch of times. So I'm gonna put everything away, start the vehicle up, and hopefully I don't have to reset the tire pressure sensor monitor system. Last time I got my tires changed, one of the people at the shops broke one of the tire pressure sensors. Of course they said it was already broken, but you know how that goes. But anyway, that's why you do everything yourself, and you know it's done right, or at least you know it's done. And when you have someone else do it, you don't know what's going on, you're not there. So thank you, enjoy. Thank you.